How you doing, darlings? Welcome to TLEE'S Tea, where I hope all eyes are on me. R.I.P. Pop. Let's get right into it. Tonight is going to be deemed Ladies' Night. And it's Ladies' Night for a reason. I don't know about y'all, but I've been watching these melanated ladies cut up all over the sports world. I mean, they have their feet on their neck in the sports world. And I'm going to start first by talking about Simone Biles. She is the GOAT of gymnastics as we know it today. She's like an 8-time world all-around champion, 8 times. Nobody's ever accomplished such a feat. And she did that all after enduring a lot of things that were very public. I mean, a lot of her private life played out in the public. And at one point, she had to take a step back for her mental health. And I applaud her for that. And by doing so, that probably also encouraged a lot of people to take mental breaks. I applaud you, Simone, and you go, girl. I also applaud you and congratulate you on your marriage. I mean, your husband plays football in the NFL, and you guys make a very cute couple. I pray that you continue to be blessed, girl. And don't worry. I know you ain't worried about what nobody say. I mean, people have a tendency to try to tell somebody else what they should look like, how they should dress, how they should wear their hair, how much money they should spend on this and that. It looks like you're doing a very good job, you and your husband, and you have more than what you could probably have ever imagined. So continue on with the good work, and I'm so proud of you. You give a lot of hope and inspiration to a lot of brown girls around the world. Let's keep it moving. I want to go ahead and shout out to Sha'Carri, Richardson. Girl, you put them jets on. Growing up, my dad would take us to all the football games, all the track meets, and everything because he didn't have any boys. He had all girls. And so we would go along with him to all the basketball, football games, track and field. We were there. So I'm quite the sports fan. But anywho, I'm so proud of Sha'Carri. I mean, girl, you've been through a lot. And it was like all on public stage when, you couldn't go participate in the Olympics. But they let other girls, they let another girl that failed her drug test, they let her participate, though. And that was quite the slap in the face, but we always get the slap in the face. But I'm going to tell you one thing about it, 2 things for sure. 2 things for sure. When he prepare a table for you, baby, everybody's going to be present. All the reporters are going to be there. All the doubters are going to be there. All the ones that said you couldn't do it or you shouldn't have been doing this. And everybody that had an opinion is going to be there when he prepares this table, right? So he prepared a nice grand table for you, Sha'Carri, and you shine, you let your light shine, shine, shine. I was so glad to see that race. Matter of fact, why don't y'all check it out? While you watching that race, you can't help but say, go, girl, go, go, go. And it was like each step, as that foot stepped, as that foot hit the pavement, bam, she gained some more speed, some more speed, some more speed, some more speed. To what? Become the fastest woman in the world. I know Jamaica had been dominating for years, and Shelly Ann, and I don't know the other lady name, but she faced her in the 400 meters. And we started off first leg. Well, let me let y'all watch the race. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? And when they got to the third leg, she came on strong to gain the lead. She only had like a looked like a half a second lead when she passed that baton to Sha'Carri. And then when Sha'Carri took off, lights, camera, action, it seems like she got stronger and stronger as she finished the race. And I'm so glad to see you run like that. I was worried when you started in the 100 meter that you got off to a good start. You got off to a great start. And I think all the fans and all of us that love you, that was our biggest concern. But you shine bright like a diamond, baby. There's nothing more or nothing less we could ask. And the way you stood up to the reporters and you expressed how you felt, that was also another win-win situation. Because for so long, we've been told to shut up and dribble, or our opinions don't count, or while in school you're silenced because you have an attitude. You're the little brown girl with the attitude problem. If you didn't roll your eyes, you rolled your eyes. So I'm glad you stood up, and I'm glad that you spoke your mind, because that's how it should be. Athletes are humans. Celebrities are just regular humans. We put people up on so high of a pedestal, and then when they do human things, they come like Humpty Dumpty falling down. Everybody has something to say. But Sha'Carri, I've been riding with you from the beginning, and we are so glad that you went over there for the U.S. World Championships and dominated. I think you had 2 golds and a bronze, and we are proud of you. That brings me to another beautiful melanated young lady by the name of Coco Gauf. Girl, you did your thing. You did your thing, and you're 19 years old. That was so exciting to see, especially after the trail and legacy that Serena and Venus have left in the tennis world. I was so happy to see you win, and not only was I happy to see you win, I was happy to see how your family celebrated you. And I think you said that this was your first time you ever saw your dad cry. Rightfully so, he was crying, because I was crying. Just let me let y'all watch it for yourself. Now you see what I mean? You couldn't help but cry or get, if you're human, have chill bumps and everything else. You accomplished something great. And when you gave your interview after the race, it was nice to see how you described how Serena and Venus gave you the ability, gave you the courage to get involved in something like tennis and to continue to push hard. And it's just so amazing. It's so good to see. And not only that, I'm glad you stood your ground. I'm glad you spoke up because of what was going on during the match, where your opponent kept on stalling during your serve. And when you brought it to the referee's attention, of course, nobody's going to step up and take ownership for that. But it was so nice the way everyone started clapping and justifying what you were saying, because you can't help but see the truth. People see the truth and still act like they ain't see the truth or hear no truth or read no truth, you understand? But we understand, and I'm so glad you stood up and you stood your ground and you explained yourself, and rightfully so. And you deserve to win. Keep on pushing forward. And to all the ladies, you are inspirations to a lot of melanated, all the brown girls around the world. Because it's just not us, it's the bigger picture around the world. So when we represent, and we represent in a positive light, that's always a win-win and a plus-plus. It's more to us than our bodies. It's more to us than that, you know? So when you see that, and it's only rightfully so that we give you your flowers and we congratulate you while you're still here. And you ladies have overcame a lot of adversities, and you never gave up. You never gave up. And a lot of people have given up right before your breakthrough. A lot of people have given up right before your blessing. You have to hang in there. You're going to get a lot of no's, but when you get that yay, When you get that yay and amen, oh, wait a minute. You on a whole nother level then. You on a whole nother level then. When you get that door open that no man can close, pinch yourself, is this real? When he opens up a window and pour out a blessing you ain't got in the room enough to receive? Yeah. And when he prepares those tables in front of all those people that doubted you. But the main thing is you got to be your number one fan. You have to be your number one advocate. If you have a dream, you have a goal, and you have a desire, you can now let anyone infringe on that. Period. You cannot allow anybody to get in your head, anybody's negative comments to deter you from your destiny. Those are stumbling blocks. And what do we do with stumbling blocks? We move them out the way. Simple as that. Simple as that. We don't have time to be playing. A lot of people are still losing their lives, and it ain't no time to be playing. I send condolences to all those people. I send condolences to our people over there in Maui. You know, it's very sad, you know, that to watch this unfold. And it's deeper than what, you know, that's portrayed across the media, because we know how that go. But just listening to the residents and those stories that I'm hearing, it's very sad. And then to give them $700? $700? You're going to get them $700, but send so many billions over to another country? That's absurd. Why not take what you care what you got? Because it's all an illusion. Ain't nothing the way it seems. And I need you guys to pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention. Don't be so overly consumed with things that are going to rot and dust and fade and tarnish. Don't get overly consumed about that to the point where you're forgetting your purpose. If you're doing something that's tied to destruction, that's not your purpose. If right now in your life, you're living your life and you're doing something that's detrimental to you, somebody else, of that nature, you're not walking in your purpose. We have to realign ourselves. We have to rewire the way we think. It's okay to celebrate others. It's okay if such and such has this, that, and the third. That's okay. Focus on your bag. What are you doing and how you're spending your time, and you'll see the same results. All the energy that people spend on other people and what they have and what they don't have in comparison, you're delaying your blessing. It's so easy to do the wrong thing nowadays. That's easy to do. It's hard to push against the prick. It's hard to go against the grain. You understand? It's hard to be unique. It's hard to stand out because people are so wired and programmed these days just to be, because they have that, I have to have that. Everybody has to have the same thing. Or if I don't have that, I have to go through extreme medicine. I have to go through extreme measures to get it. For what? Be complacent where you are until things get better. Or until things you grow, you continue to grow or continue to hone your craft. Then you'll see results. But until then, be content and grateful for the things that you have. Because it always could be worse. Over the years, I can look back and a lot of things weren't peachy keen at all. Far from peachy keen. I've overcame a lot of trials and tribulations. And I know I have things that will come up because that's just life. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when I fail those tests. I hate when I get out of character. I hate those moments. But I'm human. You're human. But once you realize whatever it is, you snap back. You snap back. And before I leave, I don't want to leave out Chrisean Rock. Chrisean, congratulations on your bundle of joy. He is very adorable and very cute. Very adorable and very cute. I don't follow a lot of young ladies, but I do follow your channel and I do watch you, you know, because I see a lot of things that I've overcame from being a young adult and being a young mom. And you kind of remind me of myself. Some of the things you're going through. Actually, on this picture right here, that's when I had my first son, my first child. And you envision yourself being in a certain place sometimes with a certain person. And at that time, that's all you can see. You know what I'm saying? That's all you know. And some people, when they love hard, you know. And we choose the wrong people sometimes. Oftentimes, we may choose the wrong friends, the wrong associates, the wrong partners in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? We choose wrong sometimes. But it's when you recognize it and you start loving yourself. And I'm so glad to see you start loving yourself more. And the love that you're giving your son never stop. And for you, it's like what the devil meant for evil, like nobody was there by your side. I understand what you went through. And I want to say it was so uplifting that you shared your birth of your son with, you know, you didn't get to share with who you thought would be there, but you had a million or so people that were actually there and sending you a whole bunch of positive vibes and well wishes and prayers. And to see you dedicate your son into the church, that was an awesome thing. You know, that was a bold move. And I want to say something to the young ladies that are out there today. Yeah, when I say it's so easy to do the wrong thing, a lot of people tell you that, oh, you can't have another child, or you're not going to be able to afford a child, or you're not going to be able to do this because you have a child, or children hinder you from being great. They hinder you from going out. They hinder you from all these things. That's the picture that the world has painted. But even if you use any logical thinking, then you would know that that's life. How did we get here? From creation, from someone having us, you know? And the agenda is to get rid of that. The agenda is to depopulate. And for you to have a baby is a beautiful thing. And children are blessings from God. We have 9 total, but I had 6. And I was able to accomplish some of my dreams. I'm still accomplishing my dreams. I'm still living. And now all of them are almost grown. And they are blessings in my life. And they kept me anchored. So I'll let you have to take a plan B. You have to protect yourself if you don't want to get pregnant. But if God gives you that gift in your womb, have your child. He will help you and he will make a way. He made a way for me. I have a story. I have a testimony. I mean, I have many stories and many testimonies. And over our time of us getting to know each other on this podcast, I'm going to share some of those testimonies with you because I want it to be a blessing to you and a blessing in your life. No, I don't have everything figured out. Like I said, I'm human. I don't label myself to be a certain but I know I'm chosen. I know that. I'm glad you guys have joined in, have heard me. It was ladies' nights tonight. And I'm proud of all those ladies. I'm proud of the young ladies that are in my life, you know, the young ladies that I know. I'm proud of you guys too. And keep pushing. You see, when you continue to work and you continue to get up, you continue to show up. That's like priority. In order for you to get somewhere, you have to at least show up. You have to show up to the show. That's part of the battle. Whatever's going on in that mind, all that thinking that goes on throughout the day, you have to replace that. And let nobody else validate you. Your validation comes from above and within. You have one life that you're living. Live your life and leave your mark. And don't leave a mark that's a stain. You understand? We had a homecoming celebration in my hometown like 2 months ago. And there were different floats for different classes that graduated. Initially, I was like, no, I'm not going to go because I didn't participate in anything. So I was like, I'm not going to go. And at the last minute, one of my cousins invited my husband, and he was like, you want to go to the... So I was like, okay, let's go get something to wear. I'll go. And I'm so glad that we went. And they had the barbecue and everything was set up. They had the cook-off. And it was so beautiful and enlightening because you saw everybody, and I didn't hear any gunshots. I didn't see any fights. But it seemed like it was just a wholesome family reunion. And that's what our people, that's what our culture stands for. All this shooting at football games, shooting each other up. Look, you ain't at no deer lease. And your brother ain't no deer. Ain't no shooting target. There ain't no gun range. Respect yourself and respect your culture. Because that's lame. That's lame. You see that everybody is under attack. You see that this world is all strange. You see other cultures sticking together. I hope y'all had a good night. I hope ladies' night was nice for you guys. Never give up on your dreams. As long as you show up, you made the first effort. Be blessed and stay tuned. We'll have some more podcasts. And let me just go ahead and put this little disclaimer out there before we leave. I'm a mother, so you're going to hear people talking in the background. So you should understand. You should understand. And we have a new addition to the family. I will be introducing it a little later. But y'all be blessed. And join me next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share your girl with somebody. Bye.
One thing I hate is when somebody messes up my name. It's like a pet peeve for me. So I can imagine how Sha'Carri is feeling after I did my little ladies' night. But I want to apologize and let that take away nothing from all the feats you've accomplished. Oh, that's a new addition. Say hi, Cashmere.